Hey, what's up, my beautiful people? It's your boy Devo, some motivational, back with another day trading spy recap. Well, a live day trading spy recap, okay? Real quick, I want to say thank you all for all the likes, the comments, the subscribes. Thank you guys for all the love you guys show me. Thank you guys for all the views. Thank you guys for sticking with me through the journey. I really appreciate every single one of y'all. Um, and let's get straight into it, okay? So today we had some big news. Today we had PPI and jobless claims. They came out pretty good, as well as we have, well, that's good data, but as well as we had some not so good news with Iran and um some news on Iran and pulling our militaries out. And let's get straight into it, okay? So, and then I'm gonna talk about the live trade that I'm in right now. That's kind of making me nervous because I look like I'm gonna lose, but it's okay, right? Because I followed my strategy. I'm gonna break it all down to you guys. So if I lose, it was a good trade that I felt very comfortable in. That I risked good amount in. I didn't risk too much, and so I feel good about it, right? And so let's get straight into it. So today's core PPI came out good. 3%. The consensus was 3.1. Initial jobless claims 248K. Sorry, I keep having to look up. Okay, initial jobless claims 248K and consensus was 240K. So that's not that good, right? That means people are losing jobs. Core PPI, 0.1%, consensus was zero point 0.3. PPI month on month was zero point 0.1 and consensus was zero point 0.2. Jobless claims 4 week average 240K. Previous was 100. Jobless claims 240K. Previous was 235K. So jobless claims are rising. Okay, so that's not such good news. PPI food, energy, and trade month on month zero point 0.1. Previous was negative zero point 0.1. PPI food, energy, and trade year after year 2.7 and previous 2.9. So that means inflation is going down. So that's pretty good. PPI year after year consensus was 2.6 and came in at 2.6, 2.5%, right? So that's pretty good. That's good news to hear. I think what the market is actually waiting on is next week we're going to have Jerome Powell speaking, the FOMC meeting. So we'll have him speaking about interest rates. So I think that's what the market is waiting on, um, to really move the market, up or down. Um, and then, so that's good news. Our inflation looks like it's going down. I mean, our numbers are down. Jobless claims are rising a little bit, so that's not as good. But again, our inflation is coming down, so that's pretty good. Some news that we have that came in was Trump actually. Let's just go right here. Read the head title. U.S. to partially evacuate embassy in Iraq and Iran nation. U.S. to partially evacuate embassy in Iraq as Iran tensions rise. So he was pulling military troops out of bases as well as telling U.S. citizens to, come back to the U.S. and to get out of Iran, and it was I think it was about three other countries. Um, and the reason why is, um, based on the latest analysis, we decided to reduce the footprint of our mission in Iraq. Trump also reiterated that the U.S. did not want Iran to develop a nuclear weapon. We're not going to allow that. That's what Trump said. And then he hoped to strike a deal to stop Tehran developing a nuclear weapon, but they couldn't strike a deal. They couldn't strike a deal, and so he pulled troops out of Iraq and Iran and more places. Right. Earlier this week, he held a 40-minute phone call, which was said to be tense with Israel's Prime Minister Benjamin Net Natan, let's just say that, who has long argued for a military rather than diplomatic approach, right? So basically, that's not very good news. He pulled troops out of those places for a reason, and so that cannot be too much of good news, right? Because he couldn't strike a deal with them to stop them preventing that developing a nuclear weapon, and so he pulled troops out of there, and we never know what could go on. Okay, so that's not really good news. Okay, and so excuse me, my good people. So today, what did I see going into the market? I seen all of these equal lows. And what did I tell you guys whenever we created this low a couple days ago? I told you guys that these lows are going to get taken out eventually. They haven't got taken out yet, but I told you guys these lows are going to get taken out eventually, right? But today we started off, we actually sold off after yesterday, right? You see this heavy sell off yesterday, And then pre-market, we were selling off some too. And we started off at this 599 area, and we got bought up right around here. I was thinking about buying a contract because I knew we were going to sweep this liquidity as well as this liquidity. And that could have been a good payday. But at the same time, I didn't feel like that was the actual move for the day, right? And I was like, yeah, I could probably make some money right there, but I was like, I want to get the actual move. I want to get a full move. And yeah, that's basically what I was thinking. And it probably would backfire. It's probably going to backfire because it's close to my stop loss right here. Give it a little room. Price is close to my stop loss right now. So, I mean, it could definitely backfire. Um, and then I want to go over my trade that happened yesterday, okay? How it wicked me into take profit. And I told you guys that I would potentially add size if I see it create another equal low. I didn't add size, and I just called my position and then price right here. Let's draw this line right here. I really don't want to get stopped out. I really don't want to lose money, but hey, that's a part of trading, right? That's a part of trading. It felt good. I'm gonna go over it. I just want to go over this trade real quick yesterday. So yesterday, how right here I had these lows. I wanted to get these lows. I had entered up right here, and I said I was literally telling you guys, if you don't believe me, please go back and watch the video. I was like, if it comes down in wicks, I was like, because I know price likes to play around a lot, it'll probably come down and create another equal low, play around, and then break through. It literally wicked me, and I called my trade, which I said I wasn't gonna do. Instead of adding size, I closed my contracts plus $55 with my contract because I only had one contract. And then sure enough, what did it do? Create another equal low, play around, then boom, burst it all the way through. I would have held my contract, right? Because then it created this other equal low, and I knew we would have taken that one out. And then I would have got out in this wick right here after we took it out. I'm not going to say I would have had this whole thing, but I'm saying right here when we created another equal low, I would have held it again and got this wick down, and I would have made some big money on that one, okay? And so we're learning from those. I rather learn from a win than learn from a loss, but we were learning through everything, okay? And that is what I messed up yesterday, and that was kind of eating at me, but I was like, you know what, Devin, I'm still learning. I rather learn from a win than learn from a loss, okay? So today, what did we have? So today, as I said, I knew this was liquidity, that we were going to take all this. We took all that out. We came, gave a pullback, and then pumped up, breaking structure to the upside. Then boom, 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 broke down, change of character. And that's the thing. This could just be a pullback, right? But I don't see a pullback. Why? Because everything is filled down here. The only thing that's not filled is this right here. This gap right here. This is the only thing not filled, right? Price didn't retreat to that. This is the only place not filled, right? So when we broke down, I was like, that's exactly what I wanted to see. I wanted to see this heavy candle get taken out, and we did that. And why didn't I get in up here? Okay, why didn't I get in up here? Well, like say if we didn't see all of this that's going on, right? Say if we don't see all of this that's going on, right? I didn't get in up here. Why? Because in my 5-minute, I wanted to see us take this candle out fully. What did we do? We just wicked down, basically creating this like kind of like a support, right? Because we wicked it, and so we didn't break it yet. So that's why I couldn't get in yet. That's why I didn't have my confirmation, so I didn't get in yet. We broke all the way down. I was like, man, no way. I mean, I didn't miss the move because I'm waiting for my setup, but I was like, no way it just broke down, you know what I'm saying? And then it ranged. I was like, okay, great. We had this 5-minute fair value gap. I was like, okay, we have this 5-minute fair value gap. Let me delete that line. Let me delete this line. I actually don't know what those lines were for anyways. Okay. I honestly don't know what those lines were for. Honestly don't. I think I probably had, yeah, I honestly don't know what those lines were for. Okay, I know I just created that one, but I don't know what the other one's for. Okay, so, all right, so we wicked it in my 5-minute. In the 1-minute, we broke it, but as you know, we want to go from our 5-minute to our 1-minute. So our 1-minute broke it, of course, and so and it came back and gave a pullback into this gap and then dropped down some more. Okay, and that could have gave you some profits. That was about $1, but at the same time, we want to have clear. Sorry, I have a little fly on there. But at the same time, we want to have clear, a precise, and follow our setup entry, a safe entry. We're not trying to just get the quick money. We want the safe entry. That's how we've been profiting. That's how we've been consistent so far. That's why we've been consistent, because we've been waiting and being patient for our setup, okay? And so far, it can look like our patience is going to pay off, right? It looks like it's breaking down. Our patience could pay off, you know, or I could get stopped out, and I still wouldn't be mad because I had risk management and I followed my strategy to the T, okay? And so The 5 minute, we just wigged, gave that pullback. In the 1 minute, broke down. I was like, okay, well, we have a 5 minute fair value gap. Let's pull back into that 5 minute fair value gap. We ranged, and it looked like we weren't going to get a pullback at first because it was breaking down heavy, but then we're getting bought up, okay? All of a sudden, boom, 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 boom. Before, imagine you don't see this wick, and we pulled back into this 5 minute fair value gap, okay? I scaled into my 1 minute. I was like, okay, well, we have this 1 minute little gap right here. Let me see the pullback into this gap. Right around here, I got in. Once we pulled into this gap, right around here, I got in. And then all of a sudden, boom. But I have my stop loss again. I'm not panicking because I know where my stop loss is at. And I know where I need to, I know where, hold up. Okay. Okay, I was making sure. Oh, it looks like it's paying off. It looks like our patience is paying off. And I'm going to get into that. These buyers are stepping in because look at these heavy wicks. Sellers are trying to get it, but these buyers are buying it. Okay, so I didn't panic because I had my stop loss, I had my entry in this 1 minute gap, as well as my 5 minute, and then scaled down to my 1 minute to get my 1 minute gap. And then got my entry. It played around. Boom, boom, boom. Boom, 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 boom. We're up about $70 right here. We look like we were good, and then all of a sudden, boom, 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 getting bought back up. Let's go to the 5 minute again, just so we don't get caught up in all that mess. So look, we got bought down, bought all the way up, and I'm still not worried. You know what I'm saying? Right now, I mean, I hope it's a winning trade, but if I get stopped out again, I followed my strategy to the T. I was patient. I didn't gamble. I felt very confident in my trade. I waited for everything. I waited for all the confluences, waited for everything I wanted to see. So again, if I get stopped out, hey, I get stopped out. You know what I'm saying? Trading is not a 100% win game, okay? And so we're okay with that, right? We're willing to take the risk. We had got bought up into that 5 minute, 1 minute fair value gap. We got in, right? And then when it broke down and came all the way back up, what did we do? We were patient. We got in right here, broke down, it came back up. Actually, I think I'm getting it wrong. I added another contract. So I bought one contract to start, and then I bought another contract, I think, up here that was cheaper. And my average price was 226, and I bought another contract, and it lowered my average price to 224. Okay, so I have two contracts in now, and my stop loss is on the top of my fair value gaps. And then honestly, okay, this is what I'm actually debating. Okay, so I hope you guys got that. My 5 minute, 1 minute, we had the change of character. We swept all this liquidity, and another reason was we pulled up into this area right here, right? That was a good area right here. At first I was looking at this one right here. At first I was looking at this gap right here, but we ran through it, and now we pulled up into this gap right here, right? And we got a change of character off of that gap, pull back into our 5 minute, 1 minute fair value gap. We have our stop loss on the top of our wicks, like on the very top, right? We have our entry right here, and then we have, this is what I'm debating on, okay? Because I want all of these lows. I want all of these lows. I know all these lows are going to get taken, right? But one thing I'm not sure about, okay, I'm going to delete all this because we already know, all right? One thing I'm not sure about is because I can have still a good take profit, right? That will still be a 2-to-1. 2-to-1 if I take out this last swing, right? But at the same time, I know price can come all the way down and take out these lows, right? These are all equal lows. These things are waiting to get taken, but we don't know if they're going to get taken today. That's the thing. So I'm thinking maybe if I cut one contract right here, take profit, one contract right here, if it does go my way, because right now it's looking iffy, right? Looking iffy. I'm thinking maybe take profit at this last low, take one contract out, then let the other contract ride and see if it can take these out. But at the same time, I want the full profit, right? Because as you know, if we take one profit out, then it's only one profit, one contract riding. So it's not going to be as much profit if I had two contracts riding, right? But I got to get that in my head where it's not all about the money. It's about executing your plan, right? The money is going to come, right? It's all about executing your plan. And so that's what I'm debating on. Taking one profit right here, just letting them both ride and try to get these full profits, right? Because once it takes this out, it will pretty much be in like fall, probably to this gap. We'll get a little bit of reaction. But if it just breaks straight through, it's going to come for these lows. But as we see, these lows are holding up, right? Held up, held up, held up, held up. Right here, as we see another equal low, and then held up, held up, held up, held up. So this right here is holding up. This 599 level is holding up. So that's where I'm debating. Right now, we're looking pretty good. I mean, it's playing around a lot. We've been in the trade since about 11:10, and it's about to be 12 o'clock. So, I mean, we're not liking that. You know what I'm saying? We don't like, I mean, we don't like being in the trade that long. You know what I'm saying? But we are looking fairly good. You know what I'm saying? The only thing, it could probably break soon because it is about to be lunchtime. The market doesn't, well, the market does sometimes move around 12 to 12 to 1, but a lot of times that's when the market kind of slows down because that's when it's like lunchtime, right? But let's see. I had to hop on here because I know you guys are good luck, and every time I hop on, I usually win the trade. You guys again are good luck, so that's why I had to hop on and make sure I got this live trade, to boost my chances of winning, right? And so I hope you guys are seeing that, why I got in. And again, another reason why I feel like we're going to come down and take this right here. I think this is actually why I had that. Why? Because these are equal lows waiting to get taken. We took these equal highs, right? We took these range equal highs, but these lows right here are like pretty much destined to get taken right here. These down here are destined to get taken as well, but these are like easy that I'm pretty sure price is going to break down. You know what I'm saying? I'm pretty sure price is going to break down and take these. You know what I'm saying? It could stop me out, then go do it, or take it another day or something, but these right here are destined to get taken out. I feel like that's not a guarantee because if it was a guarantee, I'd just throw my whole account in, right? I'm not gonna say guarantee, right? But I'm I feel very good that these are gonna get taken out. These are gonna get taken out eventually, right? I'm hoping today in my trade they get taken out, but I can't guarantee that, and that's why again I'm debating on taking one contract out at this level or just letting it ride. Okay, so let's see. Let's see what happens. Okay, let's go in to see. So I'm not just staring at the chart because it gives you a lot of anxiety when you're just staring at the move, right? So right now I'm plus $7. Pretty much break even right here because I got in right around here. So pretty much break even. But we are looking good, right? We are looking good. Price wants to break down, but these buyers are holding it. Excuse my gummy. These buyers are holding it, but you see these big red candles, and they're coming down, but these buyers are buying it, right? Again, we did see this right here, and we could have bought one contract, which we probably should have, and just got our profit and rolled it up because we could have rolled it up and easily took out this liquidity, which I knew we were going to, but we didn't, and we're okay with that, right? We're okay with that. We're not tripping about that, but we're saying we probably should have because we knew it was when it got up here and created another equal high. We knew we were gonna bust through it, but again, we didn't really have like a pullback right there. Let's just go to it and see. Right here. Oh, we did have the 1 minute pullback, but 5 minute it didn't look like a pullback. 1 minute pullback into this gap right here. And we pretty much knew that we pretty much knew we were going to take this and take this right here. But again, I mean, we're not tripping about that because, you know, again, that's not what I felt the ultimate move was going to be, right? This is what we felt the ultimate move was going to be, that we pulled back into a supply area, gave a change of character, pull back, and then eventually take out these lows. That's what our ultimate move going into today was thinking, you know what I'm saying? And let's see if it pays off, you know what I'm saying? Let's see if it pays off, you know. What do we have tomorrow? Let's see what data we have tomorrow. Tomorrow we have some wholesale sales month on month. Not too much important things tomorrow. Let's just go into next week because tomorrow's not really anything important. Next week I know we have FOMC, but I'm not sure when. So Tuesday next week is gonna be a big day. Export prices, retail sales, import prices, industrial production, business inventories, balance of trade. No, that's not us, but crude oil stock change. So next Tuesday is gonna be a big day. As well as I'm pretty sure Wednesday. Yep, Wednesday is going to be the Fed interest rate decision next week. FOMC economic projections, interest rate projections, first year, second year, current, longer. So next week is going to be a pretty big week. Next week is going to be a very important week. Okay, this week was a pretty big week with the CPI, PPI. They came in cool, like the inflation came in cooler than expected. And so that could give the Fed chances of cutting rates. But a lot of experts are saying that they don't really see the rates being cut. And man, we just want price to drop already. It's 12 a.m. We don't like holding the trade to 12. That is late. Remember, we still got to go to work, but we don't really like 12 o'clock trades because again, that is like lunchtime. That is pretty much when price slows down. and so that is holding it long. Again, I cannot, I'm just will not. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna say I can't, but I will not hold my trade while I'm at work. You know what I'm saying? Once I have to go to work, I will cut my trade if it moves or not. I will have to cut my trade because I do not feel comfortable being at work and managing my trade. I just don't feel comfortable doing that. It's never turned out good me doing that, and so I don't feel comfortable doing that. You know what I'm saying? Um, so we still got some time, of course. So we're just hoping it takes out these lows because right now price is moving really slow. It's looking good. It's looking good, but it is moving really slow. And I feel like once we break this low at 601.57, I think we are pretty much in free fall. I mean, because no, actually, if it breaks this gap right here, I think we're pretty much in free fall to this 599 wick, and we'll see. So again, once we break this, we're gonna fall, and then but we have this 601 little area right here, this little gap. If we break through this gap, we can be pretty much in free fall again to this 599.50 level, and I'm pretty sure price is gonna play around right there. That's probably when I'll take one contract out. Once we like drop down and create this equal low, that's pretty much when I'll take one contract, and then I'll try to let the other one ride. But we'll kind of see. We might honestly have to call the trade because I don't know if it will do this whole move in our time frame. You know what I'm saying? In our time frame to be trading, it might take pretty much the whole day or probably 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock when it comes out and takes these lows. Just like yesterday. Yesterday we had the good setup. It came down and broke all of this down when actually that was at 11:20. So honestly, if we would have held our trade, we would have had that. And pretty much right after I got out that trade, I was like, man, why did I do that? You know what I'm saying? Because I told you guys exactly what I was gonna do, and I still didn't do it. So let's see. Prices playing around way too much. It's looking good again, but it's really moving. It's moving really slow. Um, I want to get the full trade for you guys, but at the same time, I don't want the video running too long. We're at 22 minutes already. We're at 22 minutes already. Man, price is moving really slow. I mean, again, we had this. We dropped down, gave a change of character. We ranged right. Came up just a 5 minute, 1 minute gap. We've played around a lot. When is it gonna give the? It might not even give the drop. It's not looking like it. It looks good and then it doesn't look good. It looks good and then it doesn't look good. And right now it's not looking too good again. At first we were looking pretty good, but with this candle, how these buyers are holding up, it's not looking too good. So let's see. We're minus $40 right now. Man, oh, look at that. Seller, see what I'm saying? These sellers stepping in, buyers stepping in. I just needed one seller. Boom, press that button and just tank it. That's all I need. That's all I need. Man. So let's see. This is a long trade, right? I mean, we waited. It's not even really that I've been in the trade that long. I've been in the trade since 11:10. So I mean, I've been in trades about this long, but it's more of just how long I had to wait for the trade, and then now I'm waiting for the trade to actually act. So that's really what's taking long. Was I got in the trade at 11:15, 11:10. Now it's 12 o'clock. I got until about 12:30, and I pretty much gotta go. But let's see. All right, please guys, let me know if you guys like the live trades, like me being on here with a live trade. Please guys, give me your opinions on it, how you guys like it. I like it because it seems like you guys are good luck. But let's see. And we've been feeling really good, right? We've been on an absolute heater. We've been hot. Like we've been winning and winning and winning. I'm not even gonna lie. Like you guys know I show you guys my wins and losses. But lately, like these past 3-4 days of trading, we've been winning and winning and winning, right? And today we feel comfortable. We feel good today. We waited. We felt we had everything set up. So this could be another winning day, or this could just be an L day. And again, you have to be fine with that, right? because we waited for everything. We waited for every setup, every confluence, waited for our setup, our strategy, everything. So if we lose, we lose. If we win, let's go. Man. Man. This thing is playing around way too much. Man. And it's using my data because it's raining pretty bad outside. If you live in Houston, it's raining bad. And so I'm on actually my hotspot because my Wi-Fi is down right now. It's actually running my data as well. Man. You see what I'm saying? Had this big old 5-minute buying candle. Then got sold all the way down. Right? And now it's just struggling. It's trying to fight up, but it's struggling. It's like, man, just move. I feel like TJR right now in his trade. He's like, man, just move. And I'm really feeling that. Just move, man. Come on. I need it. Oh, man, it is coming into lunchtime, so. Again, I don't want to call my trade and then actually do what I'm wanted to do. Like if it gets to 12:30 and I really have to go, I don't want to call my trade and then it does it when I get to work. You know, it does the move when I get to work. At the same time, it's like, man. And honestly, I might have to do that. I mean, I have my stop loss set. If I have to hold the trade, I might have to hold the trade, you know, for a little bit. Because it could pay off. I mean, I could get stopped out, but again, I'm okay with getting stopped out. If I get stopped out, it's whatever, you know. I took the risk. I felt comfortable in the risk, and so, again, yeah, if I get stopped out, I get stopped out. But can this market just move, man? Like, it did everything already. You've played around enough. You gave a consolidation. You swept out. You gave your pullback. You've been playing around for 30 minutes already, man. All right, when the video gets to 30 minutes, I think I'll call the video, but I'll still update you guys, of course, on if I won or lost the trade. But I don't really want to drag the video on with you guys. I'm pretty sure you guys don't want to stick to the whole thing. Let's see what 15 minutes looking like. 15 minutes. It pulled into this fair value gap right here, pumped up. Man, look at these wigs. Oh my goodness. So the 15 minute is looking the 15 minute is looking bullish currently, but if you see, we have this mitigation block, right? So it's looking bullish in the bearish, right? You see what I'm saying? It's looking bullish in the bearish, right? We have a mitigation formation, dropped all the way down. Oh my God, we had these lows. Give me these lows. I want them lows so bad. And we look like we're about to get stopped out, actually. And our contract is losing value. Oh, no, never mind. It's about the same. It actually does look like it's losing some value. Yeah, the contract is losing some value. I think it might be the same, but minus $60. The trade felt so good. It looked so good. Honestly, you know, I want it to be a winner. Because again, it felt so good. It looked so good. But we're looking like we're finna get stopped out. We've made $90 on the week, so that's why I bought one contract, because I didn't want to lose much. And then I was like, you know what? I felt very confident in this trade again, you know. And then I felt very confident. We got even a higher price. You know, we were seeing these heavy wicks downwards on the buying pressure. We kept seeing the heavy wicks downwards. And so we felt confident again. So I was like, you know, I'm going to add one more contract. And I was like, because if I take a loss, it'll probably be about $100, right? And that'll be pretty much what I made for the week, right? So, and then what I made for the week, I was only trading one contract. So that's the only reason I've made only $90 on the week. If I would trade two contracts, it would have been $180. So if I would have took this loss of $100 on two contracts, I still would have been up $80. You know what I'm saying? But if I lose today, I'll pretty much be break even or minus $10 on the week. So that's not bad. That was my thought process. That's not too bad. But you guys see how it's playing around so much. All right. I think I'm gonna call the video. We hit 30 minutes. It's not looking like it wants to move anytime soon. And so we're just gonna call the video. I will update you guys on see what I did. I provided you guys with the data that we had come out today. I provided you guys with the news that we had come out today, as well as we don't have much data coming out tomorrow, but we'll see what news comes out tomorrow. We'll see if I trade tomorrow. We'll see if we get a good setup. We'll be ready for tomorrow, of course, like always. I appreciate every single one of y'all sticking with me in the journey. Please, guys, let me know if you guys like the live trading recaps when I'm actually in a trade. I was wishing I could get a stop out. I was wishing for a win in front of you guys, but I mean, wishing for something to happen, right? And currently it's looking like it's going to stop me out, but it's taking forever to do what it wants to do. So let's see what goes on. I'll update you guys, of course. I love every single one of you guys who are sticking with me in the journey. Remember, guys, stay persistent, passionate. Make sure I get paid, all right? Peace.